Tenor Project.
Hello and welcome back. Today's song is Waving Through a Window from Dear Evan Hansen. Music and lyrics by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, and this was first performed in 2016. I've talked about Dear Evan Hansen and how I am very mixed about it as a musical, but don't get me wrong, some of the songs are really, really great musical theatre songs. And one of them is Waving Through a Window, Happy Days. Crippled by social anxiety, high school student Evan Hansen, wearing a cast because of a broken arm, takes his therapist's advice and writes encouraging letters to himself, naturally beginning with Dear Evan Hansen. Evan bemoans his isolated loneliness and feelings of invisibility in Waving Through a Window. I remember hearing this song for the first time at an open mic night where one of the girls in the Musical Theatre Society performed it. I just remember thinking, flipping heck, that's a great song. Where's it from? It was about to blow up and win all the Tony Awards and become extremely popular with teenagers and young adults alike. And here we are about 7 or 8 years later from when I first heard the song, and I absolutely love this song. It is by far my favourite song from Dear Evan Hansen. It is probably the best song from Dear Evan Hansen. There is something in this song that I cannot let go of. It is that good that I really cannot hate it, as much as I am mixed about the actual show it's from. I honestly think it's one of the best musical theatre songs written in the last few years. They started the show strong with this song. I just love performing it, even though it is probably one of the trickiest songs that I've had to perform for the Tenor Project. You have got to get all of those notes right. You have got to get your breathing right. You've got to get the phrasing right. And you have got to go from the highest part of your tenor range to the absolute depths of your tenor range. So whatever, you know this is going to be our Song of the Week. Let's hope I've done a good job of it. I don't think I have, but here you go. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you for the next one.
I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share, no, I got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes. We start believing that we belong. But every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. anybody see? Is anybody waving? When you're falling in a forest, there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest, there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest, there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest, there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass, waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me?